Good morning.
Are you surprised that this spectre of chemical weaponry has been brought into focus?
No, not at all. I think you've reported very clearly over the last week or so that the Russian forces are bogged down. And in fact, the Ukrainian forces are taking ground and pushing the Russians back in many areas. Russia expected to roll into Ukraine and take the place in a few days. It's now lost thousands of troops, hundreds of tanks, and in some areas is on the retreat. This is not the playbook that Putin was expecting. And I've seen the Russians up close in Syria. And when things have gone badly there, that is when they have looked to irregular weapons. They've looked to drastic things like bombing hospitals and schools. And if they follow the Syrian playbook, if things continue to go badly, as a number of NATO leaders have suggested, they may well resort to chemical and biological weapons as well. And ultimately, if they're on the edge of defeat, Putin's also threatened nuclear.
What do you make then of what President Biden said in this? I mean, threatening a response, which is understandable, but saying that there could be a response in kind. Now, that's raising a few red flags.
Well, very interesting comments that he said. I think what he meant in the veiled speech he was using, that it depended what sort of chemical weapons the Russians used. There are chemical warfare agents. These are manufactured chemical weapons like Novichok. I'm speaking to you from Salisbury, where the Russians attacked Sergei Skripal with Novichok, a deadly nerve agent with the potential to kill tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people. On the other side, you have toxic industrial chemicals like chlorine, which were widely used in Syria. And I expect if the Russians decide to use the latter, toxic industrial chemicals like chlorine, then that might not lead to direct intervention by NATO. But if the Russians use deadly nerve agents like Novichok, which have the potential, as I said, to kill tens of thousands of people, then the NATO might well strike, as it did in Syria after the use of nerve agent in a place called Khan Shaykhun in 2017 and a place called Douma in 2018.